Joining us now, former State Department official Christian Whiton. What's your take on this? Let's back up. People are really loving that after, the far-left president of Colombia caved and sent his presidential plane to pick up deportees. He did that after Trump threatened 25% tariffs going to 50% on Colombia because he initially refused to take the deportees, and Trump threatened massive visa restrictions on his entire government in Colombia. The president is not backing down. Your take?
Yeah, it was actually extremely impressive how quickly the Colombians folded on that one. I thought it would take at least a couple of more days of preening, but folded like a dollar bill. Decisive victory for Donald Trump in the first week of his presidency. A lot of historians credit Ronald Reagan with decisively striking air traffic controllers. They were striking illegally, and they thought, wow, we have someone who can really finally get things done, who doesn't seem to be seized by this swamp-like paralysis. And Donald Trump, you're going to see results at the border very quickly as well.
I'm going to call an audible. I want my team to pull up the data on the violent crimes committed by illegal aliens, including terrorists caught. As they do that, let's talk about this. That bust of the criminal illegal aliens, it's, here in New York City, it's deeper and more intense than realized. A sprawling gun trafficking ring run by the violent Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. It stretched from the East Coast to Texas, through Colorado, and into South America to Colombia. 10 gang member suspects. What do you make of that one?
Yeah, it shows, well, Trump's been right all along. He got a lot of grief back in 2016 when he said that countries sending us illegal immigrants weren't sending their best. They jumped all over him. Yeah. But the linkage between illegal immigration and its impact, and it doesn't impact people so much on the Upper East Side. It does a little bit, but it tends to be minority neighborhoods. People have been traditionally Democrats.
Right. Let's watch Tom Homan go after MSNBC's Jory Reid for spreading misinformation and rumors. Watch this.
You can't say you're going after individuals who are just dangerous criminals if you are invading schools, because elementary and high school kids cannot be what you're talking about.
She's dumber than a box of rocks. Bottom line is, let's talk about Chicago for a minute. Chicago mayor says that we put fear in the elementary schools because ICE agents went to elementary school. Total false story. What ICE did in Chicago is save children. What we did in New York today is save children. Just Chicago alone, we arrested like 9 sexual predators, most of them child sex predators. We took them off the street. We took them off the street in New York today. Biden administration, we had a 600% increase in sex trafficking. We're securing the border so less terrorists and people on the terrorist watch list get into the country. Biden, under Biden, we had a 3,500% increase in people on the terrorist watch list. No, we're saving this nation. We're making America safe again.
Why does, let me back up. Do you feel like the media, maybe, MSNBC and Democrats, do you feel like they're treating all of these crimes as just rounding errors when it's human beings behind the data?
It doesn't affect them when they're in Beverly Hills or the Upper West Side. They're liberals. They're not affected by it. They're lying. And they have this failure to empathize with people who just rejected them emphatically in November. And that's something they're going to have to come to account with. And they can't rely on the lying media to perpetrate their lies anymore because there's just too many facts and reality staring them in the face.
Christian Whiton, thanks for joining us. Now watch this.